welcome to TalkRx with Dr. Neha. I want to address a question that I got from Carol in Virginia. She wrote and she said, Dr. Neha, I've been under so much stress this year and I've gained more than 10 pounds. I've had a move, I've changed jobs, and I broke up with my relationship. Now, I'm having trouble getting all these negative thoughts out of my head. I've always been hard on myself, but not like this. How do I change these thoughts? Now, Carol, first of all, you're really brave. Those are a lot of changes to be taking on in 1 year. And it sounds like you've put your body, your mind, your heart through a lot, right? You've been through a lot. So the first thing you want to do is have some grace for yourself, right? Change is not easy. And it requires us to start coming up with new coping mechanisms, new strategies. So in all of this pain and change and struggle, your body image is really what you're talking about, right? Gaining weight, not feeling good about yourself, and then noticing that you're having all these negative thoughts. So being critical about ourselves, like basically what you want to know is too much of anything becomes a weakness, right? So too much of a weakness is just a strength overused, is a better way for me to say it. So is it important that you are able to critique yourself and keep yourself on track? Absolutely. But when it becomes you're berating yourself and you're not being nice to yourself and you're becoming mean to yourself and you're not giving yourself grace, it all of a sudden becomes a weakness. So what I want to share with you is when I went through this, I had gained some weight as I wrote my book, TalkRx. I was drinking chai, and that's like tea, right? It's Indian tea. It has milk, it has sugar, right? And it would soothe me as I wrote the book. And then I gained a bunch of weight, and then I started beating myself up. Now, the truth is, you've gone through a lot. So that you want to start by writing all the things you've accomplished this year. How have you grown? How have you changed? For me, it was I had accomplished a 3-year endeavor of writing a book. So first, be proud of yourself for what you've accomplished and what you've survived or gone through. The second thing is to change the thoughts in your head. What I started saying to myself was, thank you, body. Thank you, body, for expanding so you could absorb the stress that I couldn't. As soon as I can, I will take over again. And I cannot tell you how much relief it gave me. First of all, it gave me the sense that this is not permanent. This is something that I can change. The second is, wow, I have this partner in my body. My body does take on the stress. When I'm on overflow, I don't just burst. I don't, lose it. My body just expands, absorbs the stress. And then as soon as I can be the one back in charge, I can change it. So that empowers me. And the second piece is to get really aware of what this is what I call them, numbing strategies are. So by numbing strategies, what I mean is when you experience stress, you need to know physically how that shows up in your body. For me, it's throat constriction, stomach turning, muscles tightness, right shoulder. When that happens, I usually reach for something. So for me, it's food. Right? So I'll have a cup of chai, I'll eat ice cream or cheese, right? So know what the signals are in your body of you being stressed. Secondly, know what you reach for to soothe yourself. Sometimes it's alcohol, sometimes it's drugs, sometimes it's medication. There's a whole variety of ways that we soothe ourselves. So get really clear on what that is. And I'd like you to think, since you said you gained some weight this year, I'd like you to think of a comfort food. And go ahead and get that, right? What exercise allows you to eat your comfort food? It's pretty cool. And as you're putting that comfort food in your mouth, I want you to write down what emotions you're experiencing. For me, it's peace and comfort and joy. Well, the flip side of that is now it's time to get curious and ask yourself, where in my life do I not feel peaceful, feel uncomfortable, and don't feel joyful? That's what I need to soothe and work on in order for me not to need the strategies of comfort food. So I hope that was helpful for you. There's many more strategies. A book I highly recommend is Janine Roth's Women, Food, and God. And the interesting thing about her book is it's not really just for women, and it's not about God. It's really about our human relationship to food. And so she's one of the people that I look to for great exercises and to give you some more resources. Okay? And I'd also love you to pick up a copy of TalkRx. TalkRx is going to help you if you're having stress at all around communication, conflict, not being able to voice your opinion. TalkRx is going to be a great resource for you as well. All right. I'd love to hear your comments and thoughts in the blog and how that experiment went for you.